Okay, there we go. All right, some interesting stuff has happened. Uh, very interesting stuff. Welcome to Raven's Intuitive Reads. I'm not even sure if I'm going to post this. I'm going to do this for myself, really, but if I decide to post it, then I will. Because I want to do a read on the false readers of YouTube. I've been picking up certain downloads where I noticed that when I would read cards, it would come from one form of energy. Like you can, and there's multiple ways to read cards, by the way. You could look at a situation from many different angles. That being said, but there's certain energies that come out stronger through the cards, right? And I feel like when you have a large collective of people that all feel in tune with one vibration, that's going to come up the strongest, right? And, I'm a bit of a rebel. I don't like to do things like everyone else. Not really. Not intentionally, anyway. If I do, then whoops. But, I like to question everything, okay? So I question it, And when I did, it made me realize this is one way of seeing it, but this is also a very group way of seeing it, group thinking way of seeing it, if that makes sense. I think the point that a lot of people are missing is that this is about healing, not dwelling in the things that are keeping you in a loop, in a negative loop. Notice that a lot of readers are very sneaky with this type of thing. And in my life, because I follow tarot as well, I follow readers as well. Readers have saved my life. Or so I thought. And they did. But they saved my life just enough to where I would fall into this loop. Where for some reason or another, the past energy keeps coming up. And if you notice, a lot of the time people call you crazy, right? Because, well, that's not the way I'm thinking, or that's not the way I'm feeling, or yeah, maybe they were being a dick that day, but it wasn't for this reason, or you see what I'm saying? So I feel like they take the insecurities of the collective and they pick up on that in the cards as well. And they push that narrative forward. And then in your mind, because you're insecure about it or it bothers you or you thought, whatever the case may be, in your mind, you consider that confirmation. And it is a confirmation in its own right, but it's not the full picture. You see what I'm saying? So they do that to energy harvest because people have to pay their bills, granted, right? The beautiful thing about me is that I work for a living. I don't need to, do this. I want to do this because, it saved my life in a lot of ways, and I wanted to return the favor. Not to mention, I was literally guided to do this. I was always spiritual, but I didn't know I was spiritual. I used to label myself an atheist when I was a child. Like, I didn't believe in anything, but really I always spoke to God, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it meant. I used to mirror gaze. Oh man, I seen spirits. I would psych myself out of it. I would have prophetic dreams. I would psych myself out of that too. Or if I shared any of this with people, they would call me crazy. So for fear of being called crazy, I kept it to myself, stuff like that. Yeah. So with that being said, I'm going to dive in to the false readers of YouTube to see what it really is. And I want to, because I'm really being pulled to these 3 decks here. All right. And my 2-tone deck, which is the Karma cards and the Archangel Michael cards. But I want to do Samhain. No, I'm being pulled to do this one first. Okay, so I'll do Samhain next, maybe, if they want me to, which makes sense, because that's involving a lot of dark magic and the like. I had did a read on this earlier today for myself to see, and about certain readers, and unfortunately, yes, that's what it is. And it's sad, and it's really blatant too. They're very, very smart, attractive, seemingly loving people, dude. But the reality is far sinister than you could ever imagine, and it's very self-serving and not for the highest good. And in fact, it's not for the highest good of the collective in general. This is pretty big, but all right. So, angels, ancestors, and divine guides of the highest white light. This is for the collective. I want to show them what they need to know about the karmic readers, about the dark, about the dark readers that are false on YouTube. Okay, here we go. What is it that we need to know? Blossoming abundance. Look at, man, I'm telling you. They want your light. Many of you, and I say many of you, I mean all of you. Everybody has a right to be here. If you're born here, you have a right to be here. And I've said this before, and I will not retract it. Some people are meant for karmic purposes. That's who they are. And some of those karmic people are meant to siphon off of you. Okay? This is how they survive. This is how they thrive. This is how they keep you down from seeing your purpose, diminishing your light. Man, I'm telling you, they don't want you to actually heal. Okay? This is a community of really well-to-do, well-off looking people. Okay? The more attractive, the more rich and ritzy, they're into some dark shit, I'm telling you. It's not. Let's keep going. What about, I'm being told to take this. Look, these people are not about the collective balance, bro. They're really not. Hold on. Look, putting this down. We got Caring Connections in reverse. They're about energy harvesting, bro. I feel like, look, envy in reverse. It's like they want to keep you stuck. They tap into your fears, right? In fact, they project storms your way. I've had a reader say something very specific numerous times, actually, which kind of freaked me out a little bit. But I thought, well, energy's fluid and maybe they're picking up it. I realized today that it's because it's not just specifically me they're projecting this energy onto, but to everybody as a whole, okay? But a very special energy projected towards genuine healers, okay? It's sick, bro. They're not here to bring balance. They're here to reverse it. And it's all to gain their own power, okay? When I'm telling you, to bring their own power in, reign their own power in, causing you storms to keep you never endlessly in a loop of resentment, fear, even jealousy, whatever it is, okay? To elevate and level up themselves, and not just specifically themselves, but people they're working for and working with. Can we clarify Goddess of the Moon? They want to tap into your heart chakra. Okay? They feed off of your heart space center to silence you, to keep you stagnant. What else? To take away your love life, to keep you from your divine counterpart, from any divine. This isn't even just about romance, man. This is about love of the soul. I told you this in previous videos because the more awakened I became, the more my third eye, the more my intuition, everything heightened, okay? The more I started to see these cards in a different way, a more real way. When I first started this channel, I had a lot of people come at my neck, taunting me and trying to get me to give up. I know why now. A lot of those people, whether they know it or not, are energetically tied to these evil people that like to spread this narrative to keep you trapped in a state of lack, bro. What do I got to earn from this, dude? I don't make money off this YouTube stuff, man. Maybe eventually I will. But if we're being totally realistic about the real world, and let's be really, really realistic here, most of the people at the top are evil as fuck, dude. Most of the people that have everything that you could ever want, they did some negative shit to get there. Because if you think for a second that already the hierarchy of evil people are going to make room for decent people, come on, man. So I don't take this like, I'm telling you, I'm doing this because I genuinely want to help people, bro. Genuinely. This isn't a fucking game or a joke to me. All right? And you know what? Well, let me not say that because that's personal. But I will say this. I meant it when I said reserve your energy for the right ones. I didn't realize that meant for me too as well. I've unsubscribed from a lot of people, and I'm going to continue doing that. That's just my personal choice. You do what you want to do. And for the record, these people have helped me. They helped me to a point to where I can get in one spot and stay there, but I needed to be in that spot. I needed to be in that spot long enough to open my eyes to see things more like I do now. So I am thankful for that. Be thankful to your enemies for showing you the light that you needed to see, that only you could gain had you gone through the fire. A lot of these people thought that this type of shit would take the collective out. And maybe it did. And unfortunately, we lost a lot of good people that walked genuinely in the light that could have spread a lot of light too. That's the sad part about this spiritual warfare. It's just what it is, But if I can open my eyes to this shit, then so can you. That's all I'm gonna say. So, what else do we need to know about these rogue readers? Aside from them trying to knock out the balance of the collective, take away their right to have any sort of real, genuine connection, romantically or spiritually, they wanted to continuously stop your journey, to get you to not walk away from hindering yourself in general. It's like to keep you in a loop. My throat is doing all types of stuff. Oh, and let me tell you, earlier when I was doing the read, my throat was doing all types of hey-wacky things. I was getting a headache. It was like something in the room did not like that I was tapping into this stuff. Like, I'm telling you, oh my God, it's so eerie. It was so eerie, but you know what I did, baby? I kept going and I kept clearing my dang space, period. But they don't want you to see it. And some of them might pretend like they do, But I was telling a friend of mine here that I work with that a lot of them will push you to do it, right? You can do it, you're capable, right? But then in the same video, they'll turn around and bring you back to a low point where the main focus and the main objective is about the enemies in your life. And granted, we need to know this information to heal, right? But if you notice, there's not really too much emphasis or detail on how to heal. Look, there's more underneath here. Hold on. You see, it wasn't really about watching you walk away from the negativity. It was about keeping you stuck in it, okay? Hindering your solar plexus from evolving, hindering your energy from evolving, okay? Into what you're truly meant to be. And a lot of you are there, but not to the full scope of what it can be, okay? because there's certain elements in your life that remain unhealed. These negative things that they talk about on a loop all the time keeps you in a mode of resentment. Do you understand? So are you really healing those broken family wounds? No. In fact, you're probably mostly in hermit mode, staying to yourself and not trying to connect with anybody out of fear, or simply realism. You can't trust these people, and granted you can't. But even if you can't speak to them, you can at least meditate to heal your way through it. Okay, real quick story time. I was guided. This is really funny, actually, because it resonates. I used to listen to readers about 4 years ago, where they were like, oh, there's this new person that's going to come to your life. It's the love of your life. It's your soulmate. This is it. This is your true twin flame. This is the person you're going to marry. And it seemed that way. Turns out they were a love-bombing narcissist. I know you guys resonate with this because I'm a part of the collective too. I was there, okay? I'm one of the collective that is meant to be a spiritualist, a reader, okay? I'm meant to be a lot more than that, but I'm still studying on that, and I'm not going to speak on it either. But real quick, I understand that back 4 years ago, there was this person that was supposed to be magnificent, amazing, enter my life, right? They did, okay? And, they taught me a lot of lessons, so I'm not ungrateful for that, okay? Because of that, I no longer harbor in the idea of being with codependent relationships and me being codependent myself, okay? That was my toxic trait, okay? But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Dang it. I talked too much. I lost it. It kept me from healing. It kept me from healing family wounds. This love that came into my life was a distraction from healing family wounds. Runes? Somebody's using runes against me? Or using runes? Runes are generally a good thing, but they can be used for negatory things too. Somebody look up runes. But anyway, for yourself, maybe. Or just study it, think about it. I don't know, whatever, your personal choice. But I said it for a reason, so maybe somebody did rune work against your family at some point. Maybe that's what these readers are. Ooh, okay. Reel it back in. Right. So that's what I'm saying. They would feed off of the insecurity of the collective, right? Like, you want to fall in love. Everybody wants to have the love of their life, because if they have the love of their life, that's their counterparts, the other half, they can make it happen in life, right? They can truly survive and thrive with their counterpart. So that's the main objective. This is why we have 1,000 fucking love reads everywhere, right? But they would send these energies that feed off of that codependency in you. And it would take you away from the main objective. If you heal your family wounds, man, you don't have to get back with your ex. But if you would come to some sort of peaceful resolution, and not just that with your ex, but with your children, if you would fix those problems instead of running away from them and trying to find it through love, through others, you could. But this was energies sent through new people to derail and distract you from healing what you needed to heal. Inner childhood wounds as well, your family wounds, truly breaking generational curses. Am I making sense? So all of that focus on the wrong shit is what these people like to put out there, keeping you in the loop so they can get their bills paid and other horrible things to keep you out of balance, out of strength, to take away your peace of mind, your state of being, bro, your peace in your home, everywhere. I'm telling you, to take away. Oh, I'm getting mad because you know what? They want to make you cold-hearted to where you can never get this, where you can never be opened to receive it, to receive this love. And like I said, I read this many different ways. This is also like making you a wounded warrior indefinitely, turning you ice cold, all right? Keeping you in a negative feminine aspect as well as a negative masculine aspect as far as emotionality is concerned, all right? They're in turn turning out your light, dude. If you have to have a certain frequency and vibration to you to attract things, right? If you're constantly in a state of low vibration, this is what you're gonna attract. So you would attract these karmic lovers and they would send this karmic energy to you. So you would endlessly attract these karmic lovers so you can endlessly get these stories over and over again. You feed into it, they feed on your hope, throw it in your face. These motherfuckers think they're slick. I see them now. I see them now, bro. And I hope you do too. And maybe you will. Maybe this will open your eyes. I am going to have to post this. Look, to take you out of healing yourself, feeling, it's like restless and rejuvenated. It's like being in a constant state of searching, asking and searching. And what you would ask for, because it's in the reads too, if you're paying attention, they'll be like, yeah, you'll, which by the way, I'm going to say this, well, no, let me not say that. You'd be like, yeah, this, you're going to get a few duds before you get to the one, all right? But once you get through those people, you're going to eventually find your real one, right? So you're constantly trying to meditate and manifest the love of your life, right? And in turn, they know this. They would send you when I looked at the clock, it was 1:23. Bro. They don't want me to tell you this. Tell me why I just started coughing like that. We gonna keep going. Ooh. Look, man. Look, I'm one of the ones that are here to help you for real. And I ain't gotta I gotta be in a lavish fucking mansion to show you. Because that's not what this is about. It's about raising the collective's consciousness indefinitely. Well, guess what? A lot of really good healers know this. Obviously, everybody talks about it. But so do the dark principalities, bro. So do the dark people. And what runs the media, man? Look, I'm telling you what. If I don't get airway, if I don't get views, if it doesn't pick up, I know why. And you know what? I'm not even bothered by it because whomever is led to me, you're a part of fixing this problem. I've been picking up on a lot of healers and readers, bro. A lot. So you know and understand. This is confirmation if you know and understand. Look, these people know your heart is beautiful, big, open, and ready to receive, man. They wanted to turn that upside down, keep you in stagnation so they can constantly feed. It is a contract that they are signed to do this to you, man. To feed off of your hope so they can erase it from you, man. Oh, man. Okay, so I just got a weird one, but they're coming after me. Fast. They want to snuff my ass out, but also, this is for you. Like, they want to rush in and take your light. Look, Archangel Michael is here, bro. Archangel Michael is here no matter what. The divine is here no matter what to help you push through, to see through these illusions, okay? Because these people want to keep you behind a window in a box on, where you're just endlessly staring off into the horizon, wanting more, begging for more. They hear you. The divine hears you, just like the evils do. But the divine is going to help you see this way, like see through this. Okay? See through these illusions, bro. I'm gonna keep it like that because that's how it was. I just shuffled. They wanted to keep you indecisive. A lot of you, they wanted to keep you indecisive about closing out a cycle that's ended. And they wanted you to fight against your intuition about this. Like some of you might feel like, well, maybe there's a way to fix this and blah, blah, blah. And you have tried this over and over and over and over again. And you would listen to readers that would say, well, there's a chance, and they are having a change of heart. And they're deciding to really grow now. But you know, because you've done this already, man. You've been through this. For how long? How long have you watched tarot? Okay. Have they changed their ways? Did they go back to their ways suddenly because, oh, well, why is that, man? That's not an accident. That's because they never fucking changed to begin with. They never did. They came in with another manipulative tactic. The readers saw that. But instead of telling you that, they said, oh, they're really going to open their heart up to you now. Oh, they're really going to change now. This is it, collective. And it wasn't. They're in turn distracting you from the abundance of which you can gain internally and externally, distracting you with these false love narratives to get you to deplete yourself and your spiritual connection from true caring connections. Does that make sense? Am I making sense, bro? Like, I'm telling you, deplete your money, deplete your true connections, like distracting you with BSery. God was there the whole time, though. This is why you keep persevering. This is why the enemy's so mad that you keep persevering. It's because, yeah, they exist. They exist. You know, the Dark Raiders, they exist. And they keep doing what they're doing. But guess what else exists? Yes, who else exists? Oh, you know, the ultimate. It's like a tug of war that these people are playing. They want to fucking think they're God, bro. I feel like this is such a compliment to not only you guys, but to me. But this is your time to really, really think about what you're viewing, what you're giving your energy to, because you are full of love. And you don't want these readers to zap it out of you. In my reads, I pick up on the negative energies for certain, okay? But I annoyingly try to help you heal through them. I try to give you advice on what to do after the fact, you know? And I don't simplify it and put it in this tiny little, like a 1 or 2 sentence wordings here, like, oh, you have to fix your chakras, okay? So seek a Reiki healer. But anyway, your ex is a piece of shit. Like, no, I would dive into what that means, right? And I just said specifically like Reiki healing. So I actually did a Reiki healing session like 2 weeks back with this really amazing person. I actually opened up my eyes a lot. I'm so thankful that I did it. I recommend you find someone that you feel energetically that you can trust within your area that you live in to find a Reiki healer, because they can not only line your chakras, you know, align them, but they can also help you, give you the tips to further keep your chakras cleansed, you know, and aligned. But that was just an example. Like, these things, the whole point of tarot is to help people heal, not to help people dwell. Okay? Am I telling the truth, bro? I mean, really. And it's about also opening up the creative contact, like your spiritual connection to the divine. It's about opening up that creativity. Like, and it starts with your creativity. Like, literally, I say this all the time. Like, you know, if you're a writer, write that story. If you're an artist, draw that picture, paint that painting. Whatever it is you do, you're an actress, an actor. You do this or that. Whatever it is that brings you joy, dude. Do that stuff, and do it more than indulging in videos where you feel a very lackluster, you know, it's like there's a certain part of you that feels empowered, but for the most part, it's like you look around and it's like, well, I'm strong, I'm powerful, and I got it in the bag, but everything around me looks like shit. That part of that evaluation shouldn't even exist, because everything around you doesn't look like shit. I said this in a previous video. Your enemy is your enemy because they want to be, but they don't even know that they are because they're confused. They're just confused, dude. Everybody has a karmic role in each other's lives. We've all been imperfect to somebody at some point. We've all hurt each other at some point. Does that make us all evil? No. And even evil people that act out in horrendous ways, man, it could be stemmed back from childhood. There's always a reason behind these things. If they had just the proper loving and caring home environment, therapy, teachers, school, you know what I'm saying? Like if they were just in the right environment, they could thrive. This is scientifically proven. This is you could pinpoint an area and you could see that if they're in squalor, if they don't have enough to grow and thrive on, then that's their lifestyle. That's where it's mostly crime ridden. That's where drugs takes place, sex trafficking, all that jazz, right? Awful things. But that is because they're ill-educated to know any different. Your karmics are the same. They're confused. And even if they are shown the way, because this type of thing is a very stubborn energy, okay? You've been wounded for so long, all you know is being wounded. Even if you're shown the right way one time, you still need to learn how to heal yourself to get to that point. It's not easy to fix people, man. It's not. And that's the point that a lot of people are missing. We cannot, it was 3151 when I said that. We cannot. This is why it's important for us to pray for our enemies, to love our enemies. Because at one point in time, we were somebody's enemy, man, but we made it out because we had the willpower, because we were just built different, dude, or we had more resources or whatever the case may be. You understand? Man, I'm telling you right now. To caring connections, I'm telling you, the divine wants to pull you away from feeling like you can't love even the people who trespass you. Loving them from afar, arm's length, right? Arm's distance is okay. But to completely have resentment and hatred towards them and to feed off of the bad things that they did to you and relish in it is not going to pull you out of wanting, like being in this state, okay? And the divine wants to show you that it's more to life than doing that. There's more to their life than them being karmic in yours. And you know where it begins and where it starts? It starts with you, man. When you get the light and you know how to love, and you always have, right? But you don't let it go. It's like you fearlessly love regardless. Ew, why am I about to cry? That's so weird. Eventually it breaks down their walls. Eventually they see. I'm not telling you to deplete your energy on people that don't want to hear it. Don't. Get away from them, right? But when you're away from them, conduct yourself in that loving energy when you happen to see them in passing. How are you? I hope your day is well. Fuck you, bitch. Okay. I understand you don't want to speak right now, or we don't have to speak. I still wish you a good day anyway. Thank you. Turn around, walk away. Oh, you're a piece of shit. Let it go. Don't engage. I think gray rocking is the best avenue, because I can't tell you. I've done a lot of gray rocking. I've had people, and I say people, there's certain energies in particular, but I don't feed it. They've had my character wrong. They've had my activities wrong. They've judged me. They've misjudged me wrong intentionally. They've talked down on me. They've berated me. They've belittled me. And I know for a solid fact they've done it with other people around them as well. I don't care. I gray rock them. I ignore it. I know that these things are said or done to me to trigger me. God forbid I make a little bit of a slip of a mistake, any mistake. They fester on that mistake. They feed off of it and they throw it in my face. I gray rock them. Because peace is abundance. You ain't gonna take my peace, baby. I know that you are hurt and that you need a lot of healing that only God can show you. Because I've tried. And my job is done. But I know who I am. And you can never take that away from me. I lovingly release you to do what you gotta do. See when you want to see on your own time. It's none of my business. But I will not speak to you until you can speak to me properly. And if we do speak to each other, I will speak cordially. Because that's the love in me that allots that. You see what I'm saying? And I'm talking foul. Foul energy towards me. Extremely just rotten. But I don't. I forgive them. It's something that you can do too. I mean, if you got a wife, look, there was a time where I had to close the door. You can't stand there and do it, then that's forcible injury. You know what? I'm just not even going to say anything else because everything that I say that's loving, you're taking it and throwing it in the trash and replacing it with more trash. You're pouring trash on my good nature. So there's nothing left to say. I will slam a door in your face and pray that you see the better way of being, but all that to say, you gotta pray for your enemies, man. You gotta love them from a distance. You gotta pray goodness on their life. It's going to, if they're sending you any negative energy, it is going to backfire on them, and they're going to have to learn that lesson over and over again until they have the epiphany moment where they realize that they can let down these burdens and grow and heal. And then they'll see that what they had in front of them was worthy of note. And they'll see it when they look in the mirror. You understand? They will see themselves, what they need to fix, and they will act accordingly if they want to. But that is their business, dude. A lot of these readers, dude, they don't. I digress. So anything else we need to know about these readers? Because, look. I feel like with Metatron being here, it's like eventually the divine is going to silence them. But I feel like with Metatron here, it's going to take an uprising of really well-to-do, true healers that want the best for the collective, that aren't going to feed you a bunch of lies and bullshit to keep you in a loop. Flat out. And when that happens, when we, as readers, as healers, come out of our shells, man, I feel like a lot of us are Virgos, dude. Isn't it interesting how I know I can't be the only one, but YouTube mostly reads, like everybody mostly reads for Virgos. Isn't that interesting? And what does the Virgo sign do, man? And if you're a healer, you must have Virgo rising. There's some there's some Earth in your chart, but primarily I'm speaking to Virgos. Sun sign, Moon or Venus, or rising, Okay? Connect the dots on that one, if you will. But eventually, the divine, with us really and truly wanting to heal people, we're gonna silence these motherfuckers. Yeah, and I curse because I'm a real one. So, okay, that's awesome. But I feel like this is a compliment. Like you, not just towards me, but towards you guys. You are the woman holding the coin. The abundance is within you. Okay, you're pristine. You, baby, you are the bag, right? You got it, and it's inside you. You're the abundance that these readers are constantly trying to decipher from. I'm just saying. That's what I know. So, dang, this is 40, 50 when I just saw that. This is, I don't even think I need to delve into another deck. I'm scared to even go into Samhain, actually. It's a good thing that they directed me towards that. You see that? And initially I wanted to do Samhain, but because this is a dark, this is a dark one. And that's the thing about me personally. I read for any energy, all energy, okay? But I got the Samhain deck and I got Archangel Michael here and the Karma cards. You understand? Like the yin and the yang, there's a balance here, the masculine and the feminine, and you got the good and the bad of both sides, right? I don't discriminate, and that's what a true divine being is like, because they see it. They see all the big picture, right? The good and the bad of life. And sometimes you got to do bad to do good, and sometimes you got to do good for bad, and blah, blah, blah. And, to get people to open up and see things, you understand it? There are gray areas, okay? Gray areas. Just like I feel I will not name drop, okay? Flat out. I will not, because these people actually did push me to get to this point where I was noticing I was in this loop and I questioned why. Then I opened up a can of worms and shit started making sense. Stuff that I pushed off to the side that I said, well, that's very similar to what I said the other day. And how did that, and that's a certain mannerism that I do, and and this is the way I talk and how I conduct myself. But I was like, you know what? No, energy, right? It's more than energy. It is definitely more than energy. It's energy harvesting. Okay? Man, my throat is still wonky after that. Like, oh, I don't smoke, but oh my God. Okay, look. You see? Look. Burr, burr. We have healer, right? And intuition in reverse. This is about the rogue readers, right? A lot of you are healers, and they wanted you to navigate away from your intuition. And you know what? I was telling somebody earlier, right? Same person, that, you know, well, how is they said something? Well, they didn't say it, but anyway, it was implied in the energies. Like, well, how are they bad if they're telling you to do good? That's because they don't genuinely have faith that you will. Not to mention, there are certain things in the background that could put you in a trance-like state where, you know, it feels right. But is it right? Really? The loop. To keep you in the loop. It's like the more negative energies that they feed into you within the read that they're giving you, right? The lower it makes your vibration, the more susceptible you are to wanting a hug, wanting a caring connection, right? Well, I love that this reader can see my life and understand what I'm going through. I'm attached to this reader now, right? So even when things are going really well and you'll listen to a read from your favorite reader, and they'll tell you things, like your day could be totally great, right? I've had this happen before. Totally great. And then your reader would be like, so what's the outside energies around you, right? And then they'll just dive deep into that. And then suddenly you don't feel so great after that. Now you want to know more about why this person feels this way towards you. I know that the main objective is this, and I'm healing, and I'm supposed to be focusing on this, but now I'm dwelling on this. Put two and two together, guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on. Anything. Yeah. Is there somebody messing with my throat chakra right now? Bro. Look. So what is messing with my throat chakra? Someone is trying to, a non-healer, right, is trying to mess with my intuition, trying to play with me, probably trying to make me look like I don't even know what I'm talking about. More emphasis on this healer, or take away the idea that I'm a healer in general. Elements, elders, All Hallows Eve, and rooted, dude. Look, they tapping into their elders, all right, but maybe it's not up to light. I'll tell you that. They think they're wise while they're doing this too, and they have been for a minute, tapping into the elements, earth magic, you know, to call in energies to keep me unrooted. I've been having, and I know you've seen these videos, if you've been following me, even if it doesn't resonate, where there's long stints of time where I'm not doing reads. And every time I would come back, I would say something happened, this and that, blah, 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 right? Spell work. But by specific energies. Okay? Because I'm not one that's trying to gain, right? I made like one post about, well, the community post and then the video about me accepting reads. You know, I'm not shoving it down your throat. Dude, I'm not putting it in my bio even. It's an option there if you want to delve deep into whatever it is you want to talk about. Anything under the sun. I have no bias, right? But I'm like not trying to get in your pocketbooks. You understand? I'm not trying to infiltrate your world. Like, these energy harvesting vampire dark magicians are trying to stop me. Look, we got Al here. Hold on. But look at what's in reverse. Ritual in reverse. Their magic always backfires. And they pick it up on the reads too. They do. I got 9 lives plus some. I tell you. Because I listen to my guides. I listen. I don't fall for the shit. Because I'm actually here for a reason. Because I do have divine protection. Because this is not a joke, buddy. I'm going to pick up the other card that fell. Hold on. Protection against divination. Negatory divination. I just said a second ago that they pick up that their magic backfires in their reads, but they try to project it to make it seem like it's somebody else around me that's doing the magic. That's a form of manipulation. And I think I said this way earlier in the video. If you notice, people around you will say, well, you sound crazy because that's not what I'm thinking. That's one. Maybe that's literally it, dude. They're derailing your intuition to make you think that that's what's going on. And because in your mind, in your darkest, deepest, darkest thoughts, you think that's what's going on. So that seems in your mind as a confirmation when the reality is the opposite. Are you following me, bro? Are you following me, bro? For real. I'm not. Dark divination, bro. Using tarot for evil, dude. I don't know if that fell, but again. Okay, no, did that fall again? Did I take it? I'm not sure. I'm gonna leave it because I'm not sure. But I think All Hallows Eve fell out again if I didn't pick it up and put it back in my card. But we got elders and altar. whoever, whatever they're praying to send negative magic towards me and you, collective. And like I said earlier, it's not just me personally. Like, oh, you're not that special. Yeah. It's healers. Genuine healers. I've been reading for healers, bro. This is for the true divine. Like, you know what I'm talking about, man. We're a very select few. They wanted to seduce us with negatory magic. That will not go through, okay? To get us to not go within. To get us to not sit and bask in the silence. We tune into their videos so that we can gain our healing, right? Or what we think is healing, what we think is a leg up. When in reality, it's only partially a leg up in a way. But it's a leg up towards a different form of stagnation. And these people are not for your highest good, buddy. I'm trying to tell you. I know I'm going to get so much backlash, bro. Look, okay. Your ancestors, my ancestors, have watched and seen people go under by listening to these dark people that don't want you to actually heal, okay? It is so important for you to stay on top of your clearings. Clear your home, clear yourself, clear your spaces, whatever, man. Bring protective stones with you if you must. Shield yourself in the light of prayer, okay? Even if you don't, like, because stones is a form of black magic, I carry stones. I'm not dark, whatever. That's my personal choice. If you don't do that, cool. Pray in your mind and envision a white light from the divine coming down and encompassing you in that white light, a protective bubble, a shield from any and everything. I'm telling you, it's important. Oh my God, yeah. I don't think you guys like. It looks like you should definitely stay away from crystals and herbs. Your choice. And potions and spells. But more so what I'm getting from this, since it's upright too, is that words and thoughts are like spells, right? So a prayer in a lot of ways is like, it's a form of magic. Keep praying about the things that you want to come into fruition, that you want to be had, right? And wait. It's all about patience. The divine isn't about fast gratification, right? If your hard work and dedication, notice the woman is in the field and she's carrying this stuff, right? You are supposed to work towards your goals as well, not sit around like a wallflower waiting for the stuff to come pouring in, because that's just not reality. And and God doesn't bless laziness, right? We have, oof, okay, this is, oof. Yeah, they're really speaking to me right now. Listen, don't be tapping into some unwise, dark entities, man. Don't do it, because these things, they come from the earth. These negative energies, and they attach themselves to you. They follow you, like, they follow you. My right ear is dinging. Moon cycles. These readers do this most during moon cycles. calling upon energies to attach and watch and feed. Wow. Okay, now we're getting a little deeper. Okay, yeah, underworld. To keep you tied into negative vibration, negative low vibrations, and to keep you from tapping in. Because if you feel like you're getting help from them genuinely, then why would you need to go within, really? You know, life is chaotic, right? We have 1,000 things to do in a day, right? So everybody says meditate. I've said it 1,000,000,000,000 times, and I mean it when I say it. But even I don't have time to meditate a lot of the time. You understand? I'm a busy person. I know you are too. Maybe sometimes you skip out on meditation and vow for the read that you received, from your favorite reader, because, that's healing in itself in your eyes. And in a lot of ways, it is, and it can be. But I digress. To what degree? To what degree? Okay? Hand over your known. A shift is near. Take a leap. Your journey is clear. The way to evolve is to go through the fire, right? It's like they bring you to the point of which you're standing in front of the fire, but they don't show you a way through the fire. Understand? So, I want to pull from the Archangel Michael and the Karmic deck I have here. And I ain't even gonna say that, but are we ready? I feel like I should shuffle again. I don't like reversals. I don't even know why I said that, because I do take reversals, but for some reason, I guess I'm not meant to take reversals with this deck. Okay. Well, now that we know that, what does the collective need to know? Any further information about these energies that they listen to? Okay. No reversals. We have the 5th house and the 11th house. So pay attention to your 5th and 11th house. With the trust of a child, fun, romance, and making art. Do it dramatically. For humanity's sake, your hopes and wishes, do it for the future. So literally, I said this earlier. It begins simple. It's really, it can all be so simple, and it's very annoying, but it starts small, and it starts with the things you're interested in. That puts a smile on your face. Do some shit that brings you back to a positive, childlike energy in you. Okay? Delve deep on those things. It's going to raise your vibration. All right? Tuning into these people is it. And even if it means after this, you don't tune into my videos anymore, cool, whatever. Cool. I'm here to help people, bro. That's it. Flat out. Okay? And one more thing, because this is coming to my mind right now. There's this thing where it's going around where I'm terrible with quotes directly, but the devil doesn't come to you as a frightening, fearful thing. It comes to you as a beautiful, attractive, romantic, enchanting person or thing, right? Thing. Pay attention. People that look down on their luck, it's like, yeah, you got two sides of the coin here. There's people that go through karma and they have this, they wear this on themselves. But then there are other people who are meant to be looked at as if they are going through bad bouts of karma, when the reality is, it is a form of black magic. And these really beautiful entities dressed up in these human bodies, right? Tell you that the ones that are depleted and downtrodden are the ones that you should avoid, when the reality is quite the opposite. The devil comes to you with a beautiful smile. Yeah, explore your options. Okay, we have the 6th house. Explore your options and take your time making this decision. So, as a full-time job, serving, do a little at a time. Get in touch with your inner child. Do things that you love to do that put a smile on your face. And you don't have to be perfect at it. Just open your heart to the idea of exploring something that can bring forth happiness, even if it is just you coloring in a coloring book. Whatever, Watch your favorite cartoon. If you're a film enthusiast and you like, films that bring you back to a nostalgic, whatever it is that brings joy to you, do that, right? But as a healer as well, it's like, take your time exploring who you are looking into, all right? Don't run and jump the gun and cut people off just yet. This is you using your discernment, your better judgment, okay? This is you coming on your own, in your own time, in your own divine timing. You coming to in your own right, all right? This is for somebody that already is in this stage, right? Where they get it. So they'll totally resonate with everything I'm saying. They understand it. I'm speaking to healers right now. But if you're not there, do it on your own time. Explore your options. Weigh it out for you. Because like I said, some of these people have helped me in the past. And they helped me to the point of which I needed to get to open my eyes to see. They didn't think I would get there. They thought I was dumb. And for a long time I was, because I could be naive. I could be very trusting because, I want to love, right? But eventually you come to, and you will do it on your own time. Okay? Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Just so you can see it. Okay, there we go. All right. I think that's it. Oh yes, it is. It is time for me to cut this off, and then I'm gonna go into doing just. I think I want to do all signs actually. After this, so this is a lot. I'm in trouble, I think, 'cause I'm not like this renowned tarot reader. Not all of them are terrible. Okay, that's why discernment is important. Explore your options. Take your time. All right. Again, do a little at a time. But also I'm getting, as a reader, weigh yourself out, cleanse your energies, really like figure it out, and then do it, and then do a little at a time. Because I said this in a previous video, actually. Don't rush out there in a haste to put something out there. You have to feel good about it inside of you, okay? Most things that come in a rushing, hasty manner tend to leave you just as quickly, right? Or tends to not be good for you. Don't be hard on yourself while you do it. Just take your time. You will know. You will know. You will know. You will know. That's your discernment. That's you, All right. So I think that's it. I'm going to wrap it up now. It's a freaking hour and 3 minutes in, and I got to stop anyway. So I love you guys. Like, share, subscribe, comment if you dare even, and I will talk to you later. Stay blessed and be mindful, All right. Take it easy. Bye, guys.